Hi, welcome back to Real Auto Reports. I'm Jonathan McGrew, and today we have the 2013 BMW M6. This is quite the powerful beast, and it is a rear-wheel drive sports car. And we mean that with every intention of that word, sports car. So we're going to give you the real first impressions video on this very powerful, very pretty BMW. So join us.
From the front, the 2013 BMW M6 is quite the machine. Of course, you're going to have the quintessential kidney-shaped grille and that must-have in the M6 badging. You're also going to notice that the air dam is a little more aggressive maybe than the 2012 BMW 650i that we looked at a little while ago. That's the white one on our YouTube channel. Some other things to note about the front here is that you have the xenon adaptive headlights with dynamic auto leveling. You also have LED lighting, and notice that something that we really like here at Real Auto Reports, which is the ring lights that go around the headlights that are your daytime running lights. It gives this car an aggressive and interesting look because it just looks alive. Also notice all the sculpting on the front hood. From the front, it's a good looking car, one of BMW's best in our opinion. From the side, you're going to notice immediately the 20-inch M light alloy wheels. This also shows you the blue M calipers that are behind those, and this car has the optional M carbon ceramic brakes. That is an $8,700 upgrade on this M6. Other things you'll notice looking from the front to the back, notice that little, what looks like a little pinhole right above the right reflector there on the front fender. Actually, it's the front bumper cover. That's your camera so that you don't damage your air dam pulling in. Also, the nice little detail of the chrome that starts the body lines that go all the way down the side to the taillight and then dip down in that diagonal and creating another swooping line through basically the center of the rear rim through that center cap. And of course, those do say BMW. A lot of great lines on this car. From the side, you can also see the carbon fiber roof on the M6 that this one has, and all of the way the lines come together to create a fluid motion. Beautiful car from the side. From the back, the M6 is really not all that different from the 650i that we had. However, there are a few detail differences. In the lower rear valence, you're going to notice that this has quad tip exhaust, or two tips on each side. That's different than the dual exhaust that the 650i has. Our 650i had the sport package, so you see some similarities in the exterior styling, including the rear wheels, but this does have the M6 rear valence, so you'll see a little more sculpting and wind deflection going on around here, trying to control the air around the car. Now, the Sakhir Orange that we have here, the Orange Metallic, well, this doesn't allow the taillights to stand out as much, but all in all, I think the whole back looks good. You have your M6 badge, and you have the center BMW badge where it flips forward and reveals the rear camera when you put it in reverse, which is really cool, and then it closes when you put it back into drive and drive away. It's also where you press forward on the top of that badge to open the rear trunk. Very cool, good looking from the back. From the driver's seat, well, this is the M interior, and again, not all that much different from the 650i that we tested because it had the M Sport package. But indeed, since this is an M6, you do have the 20-way power front M multi-contour seats with 4-way lumbar support. You're going to have the M Drive and M Driving dynamic controls. Of course, that means paddle shifters and all of that fun that you would want in a powerful car like this. Going back to the seats, do notice that you have the pullable bolster there to go under the thighs, and this does have the active seats in it, which means that it sort of massages you and keeps you alert. So the active front seats on both sides and memory seats on both sides. Of course, you also have heated seats, which is a great plus in these cars, especially when you're driving them for a long time. Helps ease any aches and pains you might have had from a day of fun. It is a great car inside. Of course, you have the M systems, you have the entertainment system that BMW is known for. Everything is reachable. And I have to mention the big difference from the 650i is the new 3-spoke leather-wrapped multifunction M steering wheel. Really nice car inside, one of the most beautiful designs from my opinion. And I think a lot of people would agree that BMW puts a lot of time and thought into their interiors. Under the hood, you're going to find the 4.4-liter 32-valve 560 horsepower V8 engine. This is twin power turbo technology from BMW and includes the high-precision direct injection and 4 overhead camshafts and double Vanos steplessly variable valve timing. Now that is a mouthful, but what all that really means is that this 560 horsepower vehicle will propel you 0 to 60 in about 4.1 seconds. It is rear wheel drive. It is paired to the M double clutch transmission, the M DCT with launch control, and of course you have all of the dynamic stability controls and dynamic mode, the M dynamic mode, that you would expect to control this vehicle. It is a great car, it looks good and sounds even better, and from under the hood you really just can't find a more performance-packed motor in the 6 Series lineup. Now, from a mile per gallon perspective, you're going to see 14 miles per gallon in town, 20 out on the highway, and the EPA estimated combined rating of 16. Annual fuel cost is right about $3,550 at the time that this Moroni sheet was printed, so that could vary, but it is a pretty economical car, if I could use that word, with considering the 560 horsepower, 500 foot-pounds of torque. So not too bad for a almost supercar, basically, from BMW. Hitting the road in the 2013 BMW M6, well, it's no short of hair-raising fun, adrenaline pumping. I mean, this car is almost scary. It's so powerful. If you are not a trained driver, it could really well, make your hair stand on end. 560 horsepower and all the torque that this car has means that this car will axle hop. If you turn all the systems off, you'll get that kind of tires trying to grip the road. You can lay rubber with every inch of road that you have. It is a powerful beast. It has good steering. The suspension is nice and firm and adaptable, of course, as you would expect, from comfort to Sport Plus mode. It is an amazing car, but it's almost too much for the average driving experience. It is a car that you almost want to get out on a track and really see how it handles and how the body motions move and how BMW's really engineered it. When you're driving out on the street, it's so much power for the daily drive that to some degree, from a first impressions perspective, I found that I preferred the 650i with the xDrive because it's just so drivable. You can stand on the accelerator and just go without it breaking loose. This car, even with the traction systems, will bite you if you put your foot in it at the wrong time.
So that's the real first impressions video edition on the 2013 BMW M6. Just to recap, this is a $123,000 car. Yes, that is an expensive car, but with that you get a 4.4-liter V8 with 560 horsepower, 500 foot-pounds of torque, and it will rocket you 0 to 60 in about 4.1 seconds. We bet it would go faster if it could actually keep the power going to the road. But as you can see, this car is very powerful, it is big, and it has a lot of features jam-packed into it. We have the real video, the real review coming up real shortly here on Real Auto Reports, where we'll give you the in-depth review on this car. So stay tuned and join us. I'm Jonathan McGrew, and we'll see you down the road.